Hi, welcome back to my craft closet. Today I thought I would bring to you the cutest little mini album die set that I have ever seen. This is precious. So you can make a wonderful little mini album, but you don't have to stop at just a mini album. This is so cute. It can be made as a card. It can be made as a mini album. It could be made as a notebook. I've used it to make some little things. I'll tell you about them in a minute, but first I have to tell you what I was thinking. I just had a grandbaby again, a little baby Shoo, and so I was thinking about her, and I made a little, and I know she's way too little for this, but I used to be a teacher, and so I don't know, I just like stuff. I made a retelling story about Peter Rabbit, and so it's got the little story. It's got Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. First you can read the book, make sure the child knows the story. And then you have them retell the story. So here, Peter's being warned not to go into Mr. McGregor's garden. And then on this page, I'm going to write, what do you think Peter did next? And so then you ask your little one, and they tell you if Peter went in the garden or not. And look, Peter went into the garden, and he ate those carrots. That bad Peter. And then look what happened. Everyone fell asleep, and Mr. McGregor found them. Oh my gosh. So they had to wake up and run, didn't they? So then what happened next? You have two choices. Did Peter get caught in the wire? Or did he hide? Got caught in the wire, right? And the birdies ate his coat off where his button got caught, and he hid in a, what do you call it, water thingy, water can. I really don't know if that's the order it happened in. And then we have Peter safely home, and Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail making dinner, and Mommy rocking bunnies. So see, that's kind of cute. It'd be fun for a little kid, you can tell them the story, and then they can tell you the story over and over and over. And then on the back, I just wrote little things. Okay, so that was one way that I thought would be really cute to use this die. And I'm telling you, my teacher brain did not stop there. So then I thought, oh, another cool way to use it would be, of course, the way it was intended, as a mini album. So I'm going to open up my mini album. And, you could do like a trip to the zoo with your kids. You could do, or grandkids, you could do day at the beach, camping day, swimming day, or you could do, when you go out with your friends, maybe you're going out on a shopping excursion or something, and you guys have fun and do weird things. You can take pictures of that. I'm sorry, I'm having problems untying my ribbon. There we go. So this, I believe, is a Nicole die, and I cut, there's two kitties, and I cut them apart, and I just used one kitty on them. And you open it up, and then this is the story of my cat Fifi. Okay, and it's cute. It's got several pages. I used one of the small little printers, that prints out the 2x3 squares, or rectangles actually. I used washi tape kitty stickers that I had. And there we go. And this would be absolutely lovely to give someone, give a grandma, pictures of the grandkids. Teenagers could do it, for their friends on a special day that they had. You could do it for a party, for Christmas. I mean, just any occasion. I love it. You could make a card. If you wanted to make a card, you would just cut out the cover and then fold it directly in half. Now I have mine folded to create a little spine because that's what I want to do, and I'm going to show you how I did this. So what I'm going to make now is a counting book, because my son had to show off on how great his little boy is at counting. His little boy is amazing, actually. So I made the cover for my book already. I'll put it together. And I'm going to end up just gluing it just right like that onto my cover. All right, and I used a Ladybug punch that I got from Stampin' Up. And then all the other dies, I used the Nicole album die, of course. For the album die, it does come, like I said, with the belly band here. For the Peter Rabbit book, I double layered the belly band. I cut it twice. For this book, I'm going to use the belly band to hold an envelope that's going to hold my little detachable ladybugs, because I'm going to have magnets and my ladybugs are going to attach into the album. I'll show it when it's done. So I thought this was cute. And the way I'm going to attach this is I'm just going to use foam tape and I'm just going to build it up a little bit. All right. So to make this, what I did was I just took this and I just cut off the decorative portion. That's all I did. Nothing hard to do at all. And then, of course, I just took apart the swirl that I had, the swirl die, and I just cut a little bit off. And I am sorry, but of course these have to get all tangled up because they know that I want to show them off. There we go. And I just cut a little piece off, and it doesn't matter what piece, and you just use it. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our cover. So we cut out our piece. This paper that I'm using is from StampinUp, and it's just their cardstock. It's really good. It's not 110 pound. Don't use 110 pound. I did that and my spine's cracked. But when I used this cardstock, I had much better luck. So you don't want 110. 65 is a little bit flimsy, but whatever this is, maybe it's 85, I don't know. It's perfect. So it will make 3 little indentations, I don't know what they're called, score marks on your paper. What you do is you just fold it at the first score mark, fold it at the last score mark, ignore the middle score mark altogether. You would use that if you're making a card. And then you have a little spine here. All right. So now I want to do my pages. And for my book, these are 65 pound pages. And they're going to be perfect for my book. And I am going to use 3 sets. Now for these, what I'm going to do is, you can barely see the score marks on here, but I'm going to ignore the outer 2 score marks, and I'm just going to fold my paper, boom, right in half. So holding my paper, being blinded by the light, I'm just going to fold it in half. And I'm going to do this for each of my three pieces. And if you pardon me, I'll just do that right now while you're watching me and you're being bored. Alrighty. 2. Now I want my nice sides of my paper to be on the inside. So I'm just going to refold this so that my nice side's on the inside and my rough side is on the outside. And by rough, I mean the side that didn't cut as nicely. All right, I'm going to fold my last one. Now the way that I'm going to bind these together could not be any easier. Like, it's as simple as it gets. I'm just going to take 1 page, see, 1 page set, and I'm going to take another page set, and then I'm just going to lay it down and glue these 2 pages together. Now this is where you decide if you want a pocket page, because maybe if you're making a mini album for your friend or family member, you would want one. Maybe you wouldn't, you know, but it would be fun to make a pocket peg. Good God, a pocket page, and then slip your tag right into there and, you know, be able to pull it out. Because I'm making this little alphabet book, I'm not going to make a pocket page. I'm just going to glue them together. So I'm just going to take my glue, go around the edges, and I'm going quickly because I know you're going to be bored. All right, got my glue. See, done a crappy job gluing. That's the way I roll. And then I'm just going to lay this and I'm going to line it up. I did use glue that will give me some wiggle room time. So I did not use my art glitter glue, which I love my art glitter glue, but not for this. And I'm putting it down on my surface, and I am rubbing my 2 pages together so I get some good adhesion going. And here, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. I'm going to fold that down, making sure everything is lined up. Good enough for me. And now I'm going to take this page and I'm going to glue right down along the line. I'm going to take another set and I'm going to take that rough side again, rough side to rough side, line them up. I want them to be perfectly in alignment. And then I'm just going to press, 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 rub them together. Then I'm going to take my glue bottle because I'm special, and I'm going to just crease down on my pages, just to kind of make them a little bit thinner. And once again, to spread that glue out inside a little bit more. All right, see? Very simple here. So now I have my book insert. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. I'm going to take my cover, open it up, and when I place my book page, I'm going to be very careful. I want it to go right up to the faux stitching and then have equal space on each side. And then I'm going to glue the back cover in place. I'm going to wait a little bit and I'm going to glue the front cover in place. And this will allow the book to open up flatter. So I'm going to just, oops, avoiding the spine, I'm going to put my glue on my end piece of paper. Boop and boop. And I'm going to take my cover, I'm going to kind of eyeball it from top to bottom. I'm lining it up with that faux stitching line. It just makes it easier for me. And then I'm going to give this a good press so that it adheres well. And if I get any glue on my page, I'm not going to worry about that because I have these pieces that I cut down that I'm going to glue over the black to kind of give it a nice bright contrast. All right, so that's in place. For the last page, I'm going to open my book up, and I might have to finagle just a tiny bit. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to line it right up with the faux stitching, and I'm going to glue that in place. I am not putting any glue on the spine whatsoever. I don't know what would happen if you did, but I don't think your book would open up quite as nicely. Whoops, and I said that, and then of course I missed with my glue and got it smack dab on the spine, so I'm going to have to wipe that off. Yay, Grammee! Okay, now I'm lining it up, and I'm pushing it down to adhere it so I have good contact between my paper and my page, and I'm going to just lay it down on the table here and wipe out a little more, and then I see that maybe I need to adjust it just a hair. Or maybe I don't. Just all depends. The light from my camera is blinding me, so I'm not having the best of luck here. All right. So I moved it, and I got it way out of alignment. So I'm going to put a little bit more glue on. And don't tell the kids, but sometimes Grammee uses language when she puts her stuff together. Shh, don't tell the kids. All right, here we go. Perfect. So now I am just rubbing down my page to get it adhered nicely. And folding it, and there I have a cute little book. But I'm not done. So I knew that I wanted to do this ladybug counting book. And so I made all my ladybugs. And then what I did was I cut 2 of the bodies, 1 set of wings, and some dots. I made each bug have the same number of dots so it wouldn't be confusing to a child. And I cut 2 bodies, and then I just sandwiched a magnet in between each body. So my first page, and you can do it any way you want. You might want to have the very first page be your, oh, I might do that. That might be more fun. Be the page that holds all the ladybugs, so you might want to do your belly band first. So I will do that later. I like that idea. I'm going to do that. So what I'll do is I'll do my cover. Now notice I've already got it glued together. I've got a matting layer and another matting layer, and then my focal point, and I've got the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wish I had done them in black so that it would be more visible to the camera, but I'll just put that in place. You could use these little books for color matching. You could use these little books for shape matching. I know Nicole had designed this to be an album, and I love it. But like I said, you know, I had that little grandbaby, and all these ideas just kept coming to me. I love the little ones. They're so sweet. So precious. Only God can make a good baby. I love babies. Okay. Don't mean to offend you if you don't believe in God, but I do, so. Anyway. There we go. How about that? That's kind of cute. I like that. Now, I'm not going to have any type of closure for this book, okay? It's just going to be the way it is, and that's okay, because I might make a little holder and put it in the Peter Rabbit book together, and then I might make a shape book, you know, for shapes. I might make a color book for different colors. I don't know. It's just, I'm having too much fun with this, and nobody should have that much fun with it. All right. Now, each of my page layouts are going to be similar. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue my pretty little swirl onto my page. And then I'm going to put a number on my page. And I'm going to, for the first page, guess which number I'm starting with? Number 1. Okay. So I'm going to do that. And then we'll see what happens next, because you never know with me. I might change my mind midway, but I won't, because I've been really dreaming about this project with the baby. Oh, if you made one of these books for a little person, absolutely do not let them get their hands on it by themselves, because those magnets would not be good if someone were to ingest one of those. Not only was I a teacher, but I'm also now a nurse. So yeah, take care of your little ones. Don't let them have unsupervised fun, you know? You never know what they're going to get into. Okay, so I'm going to glue on my pretty thing, my swirly. Glued on my swirly. I'm gluing on my number 1. You can put your number 1 wherever you want. I don't know where I'm going to put mine. Top left corner, I think, is where I'll put mine. Almost like it's a header. Yep, just like that. Now, the idea behind this book is that your little one, you know, you'll say, okay, show me 1, and they'll take their little ladybug, and they'll place 1 ladybug on the page. So I'm going to have a magnet underneath here that's going to hold my ladybug, right? Because I have a ladybug magnet. Good Lord. I have a magnet inside my ladybug. Okay, so I know that I'm going to need one about in the middle. And it doesn't matter if I'm exact with this. I'm not going to be. So I'm going to take one of my magnets. Maybe. And I'm going to I don't have a little piece of tape, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a little bit of whatever this stuff is. And I'm going to take my magnet and put it on that adhesive back. Oh, you know what? First I'm going to make sure that the ladybug is going to be going on the right way. All right. Because magnets have a north-south. We don't want to do south-south, you know. All right, so there I have my magnet. And now I'm just going to take my page, paper, layout, whatever, and I'm going to glue this right over the page of the book. Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be fun to do like a hungry, hungry caterpillar? Or Goodnight Moon. Oh, you could do a Goodnight Moon book and have a goodnight story together. I love Goodnight Moon. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to center it right over my page the best I can, which we are talking me. So, yeah. So I'll just stick it on there wherever. Oh my goodness, this is looking cute. Okay, show me 1. Looky, the butterfly, or the ladybug sticks. Oh, a butterfly would be cute. Wouldn't that be pretty? And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some little tiny flowers that I have punched out that'll match these, and I'm just going to add them to the little places there. So on page number 5, let me show you that one as well, because that's going to be an interesting one. On page number 5, I'm going to have 5 magnets. I'll tell you right now, my ladybugs are going to be tight on the page. So instead of putting them on the black paper, because my green paper is so much smaller, I want to go ahead and put them on the green paper so that I can kind of place them somewhat more evenly. So I just lost my magnets. There they are. And I'm just going to put some adhesive, I think, on each corner, and then smack dab in the middle. Oops. And then I'm just going to take my magnets, and once again, I'm going to make sure that I have my north-south placement so that I don't have any frustrated little kid, you know, when they try to get the ladybug on and it doesn't stick. Okay, that one sticks nicely in that direction. So, oops. Yep. So stick it down there. Oh, for goodness sake. This one sticks there. See, I'm just making sure that they stick onto the bug. That one sticks there. And I think I already boo-booed, actually. So now to be doubly sure that everything's right, because I have been known to screw up, I'm just going to audition my Ladybug here on each place to see where it sticks. And I'm thinking this one isn't done correctly, so I'm going to turn it over. And now I have better adhesion for the magnet. Yeah, you can tell when they need to be turned over. Like that one probably needs to be turned over, which is kind of bizarre, but okay. There. Okay. So now I have my 5 magnets in place. This one I'm going to glue onto the page before I put my decorations on, because of the magnets and being so tricky. You know, for pages 1, 2, 3, and 4, I can kind of eyeball it onto the black paper pages and not the layers. But when it came to 5, I figured I needed to be safe. So there's my glue. And I'm going to glue it on, centering it onto my page. And I'm really sorry you can't see this. Not that you really want to, but just in case. All right, that's more or less centered, and I'll hold it up for you in just a moment. Let me rub the page down. If you have any glue seepage, you want to be sure that you rub that off. Okay, I'm going to put my vine there. I'm going to put my number there, but let's just see how our ladybugs adhere. I think they're doing a fine job. This will also tell me where I want to place my number 5. Okay, so that's how my ladybugs are looking. So I'm thinking I'm going to put my number 5 right here. Now, also for this ladybug book, if you want to, you can make the specified number of bugs for each page. So 5 and 4 is 9, 2 and 3 is 5, 14, 15. So you'd have to make like 15 bugs. But then I think there'd be a little bit too many to hold in the book. So you might want to do 2 belly bands and have, you know, one on an inside cover and then one on the very back side. But for me, I made 5 bugs. So each page you just take the bugs off and reuse them. Okay, there's my number 5. All right, I'm going to finish this little book up and then I'll show you what it looks like. Hello, so I finished gluing my little booklet together. So here's my cover, and then this is my inside page, and I popped my belly band up on some dimensionals, and then I just made a little pocket, and this is where I house my ladybugs. I think I have 5 or 6 in here. I just wanted to have an extra in case, you know, we lose one or it gets damaged by little fingers. So there's my ladybugs. And I'll just slide that pocket back in there. And then here's page 1. And one ladybug goes on there, and I see I forgot to put my flowers there, so I'll be doing that later. Page 2, page 3 for 3 ladybugs. Page 4 for 4 ladybugs. And page 5 for 5 ladybugs. And I think this would just really be fun to do with a little grandchild, you know, or if you're homeschooling. It'd make a great homeschooling idea. I love this die. I did forget to tell you that the die set also comes with a bunch of tabs that you can make. So it's extremely versatile. You can make a little file folder with it. You can make, like I said, a card for a friend. You can use it to, oh, another good use for this. I'm so sorry, Nicole, but I'm really doing the early childhood thing right now. Is, you know, how children have problems with over, under, in, and out. You could make a little book using magnets, and then you could have a little bug or something. You know, the bug is under the table, and you could draw a table and put the bug magnet under the table and attach it there, or, you know, whatever kind of creature you wanted, or over, or out, you know, out of the house or in the house. So you could teach language that way for your little one. You could, like I said, I did it for Talk About Storybook. Cutesy Shelf, she did a wonderful Alice in Wonderland mini album that is absolutely fantastic, and I will link to it, and I suggest you watch hers because she blew it out of the water. She did such a good job. You could do a little book of animal shapes or colors. Like I said, you can do anything with it. I really like this idea. I wanted to use pictures of friends and family, but, you know, I figured it's going on the internet. That's not really a good idea. So I just made a mini album with my cat, but it's cute and it's fun. So I will link to the die set, and you get so many pieces, like I said, in it. It's for a mini album die. It is very inexpensive. See, you get your belly band. Once again, I'm going to go over it. Your belly band. Woohoo! Your page piece, your oval insert for your belly band, your tabs, the cover piece. You get this beautiful decorative piece. You get the part that goes in the middle. You get these, really, when they're put together, go to that link I'm going to put down there for Cutesy Shelf, because she uses these in her little Alice in Wonderland album, and they are wonderful, so adorable. And then, of course, you get this set of 3 nesting tags, which, here you go, make these. And as I said, you can turn it into pockets, and then you can have these slide in and out of the pockets. Okay, I really hope you've enjoyed this. I enjoyed making it. If you like it, please hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe, that would be awesome. Hit the subscribe button. I will be having a giveaway really soon in the future. I cleaned out my craft room and I found duplicates. I tend to do that. So I'm going to be offering those in a giveaway. So, you know, please subscribe to the channel so you know about that. And then let your friends know too that I'll be having a giveaway, because, you know, the more the merrier, right? I just have to figure out which email address I'm going to use, write the password down so I don't forget it, and then I will post a video of showing the stuff I'm going to give away. I've got some dies and just kind of assorted goodies. So thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.